My visit last week to India was, in part, to thank them for their continued generous development support in Afghanistan, and we discussed ways to expand our collaboration to improve long-term regional stability and security. We will firmly address Pakistan's role. NATO's demands need to be heard and embraced in Islamabad.
Now, the inclusion of 2,500 is going to change the battlefield equation, including the fact that we have a classic West Point text of an enemy that is based in a sanctuary, that has a sanctuary in Pakistan. We know the street address of the Haqqani network in Quetta. We know where they are. We know what they're doing. We know what they're doing across the border, and yet we still have not, with any effectiveness in the last 16 years, restricted their activities and have had any particular progress in eliminating their sanctuary status. I'd just like to add one other point.
Clear to me that the ISI has connections with terrorist groups. And if I could just follow up on something Secretary Mattis said, I think over the last several years, we've had a bilateral approach to trying to affect the change in Pakistan's behavior. And if you think about the coalition, we still have 39 nations that are part of the coalition in Afghanistan and many other interested nations. And so, to the answer to your question, what one thing might change Pakistan, I don't think there is one thing that would change Pakistan, but I find it hard to imagine that we can't get more cooperation if we can fully leverage the multilateral approach with 39 nations that are part of the coalition in Afghanistan, with the other nations now, to include China and India, that are not in the coalition but clearly have vital national interests inside of South Asia. If we can have a diplomatic and economic effort that harnesses all of that potential multilaterally, it seems to me we have a much better chance than we have had to date with a